Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And I hope you guys have all enjoyed your day. I've really been sitting here quite depressed, literally all day since the computer broke. Man, I cannot get over it. I don't know what it is. However, we still got to give you guys that content though, because, whatever happens to me, crypto news does not stop. And I want to start off today with some Vechain because, well, there's just some stuff that's more important for different reasons than others. Vechain now powers Renji Hospital's Intelligent Tumor Center. And whenever I read this type of stuff where they're not helping people in a literal financial way, but in a health type of way and things like that, man, I just really get happy. Whenever I'm seeing prevention of diseases or helping of literal health, that stuff hits not even closer to home. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that you see the impact a little bit quicker because it literally changes somebody's life almost instantly. If things can be tracked better in that way, it's just instant change and things like that. And with Rip1 XRP, you guys know I'm a very big XRP and Ripple bull. You guys know about that. However, those changes take a lot of time. They will change millions and even billions of people's lives eventually. But this type of stuff, it's helping people maybe, possibly right now, with some detrimental consequences, good or negative, depending on how everything goes, which is just really, really amazing. So that stuff I sometimes just got to share with you guys. Vechain, still on my list forever and ever and ever. It's a pretty good crypto, guys. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to buy it, nothing like that. Please don't get me wrong. And by the way, my question of today is, I guess I should ask it in a way of, do you have any hold goals? Like, for example, if we consider XRP, is there a certain amount of XRP you would like to get to eventually? Like maybe like 10,000, 20,000, or something like that? Or do you have no goals in mind? Or let's say you don't have an XRP goal. Do you have a bigger financial goal in mind when you're investing or not? Let me know in the comment section down below. Moving further, because VeChain, I can talk about that all day, but really I want to center it surrounding, I guess, just more than one crypto. So let's move over into a trust of a multitude of crypto. And yeah, Grayscale here has given us an update on what they are, I guess, going for. But I should mention once more that this is not like Grayscale is investing heavily into something. It is great. I'm like doing bunny ears with my fingers here. Grayscale is holding a lot of these coins. Why? Well, it's a trust. So it's basically just guys buying into these crypto through Grayscale. It's not like they're an exchange. That's not what I'm trying to say, but they're just like buying it because of somebody else. It's not like it's Grayscale's own money investing into something like that. So sometimes people get the skewed picture where it's like, oh, Grayscale is doing so much for this space, or look at Grayscale, how good they're doing for XRP. It doesn't really work that way. The only thing that's good is that I guess they've allowed people to buy it. But if we then consider how much money is inside, it's $8 million. So now I don't even think that's really relevant at all. Is this because of regulatory clarity? I'm gonna still assume yes. And to give you guys an example of just that, if you look on my profile over on Twitter, and by the way, I recommend you guys to go ahead and quickly follow me over on there. And by the way, make sure you press the like button and subscribe if you enjoy these crypto videos every single day. Because, I make them every single day. So if you can support me a little bit by pressing that like button, make sure you do that. If you check my Twitter, you see this video right here. All right. The video has been shared by multiple guys over on Twitter already in the last couple of days, but I just now looked at it and was like, well, there's actually three really important points about it. And the bad thing is, since my computer died, I can't show you guys the video anymore with the sound, because normally when I wanted to show video, I either recorded it on the PC or I edited it in, edited it in. That's Guys, that's a difficult one. I'm not a native English speaker. It edited it in. Okay. But now that's also not possible anymore because I mean all my stuff is gone, I think. So yeah, you can tell I'm pretty butthurt, but I'll get over it tomorrow, I hope, or maybe in like a week or so. So yeah, it says here there are a couple of things really interesting about this video. He explains why PayPal is not listing XRP. He's done that in this video. He says you could hypothetically buy shares in Ripple, which could also be hinting towards an IPO. He said like, well, there's a difference between XRP and Ripple. I mean, Ripple, you could buy shares of that hypothetically. That's what he said in the video. And he explains the regulatory clarity issue that is holding Ripple back. There were not enough characters to write more. So this last part refers to the fact that he says PayPal, have most likely added Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're quite clear from a regulatory perspective. It's quite clear what is allowed and what is not allowed, and XRP does not have that luxury just quite yet. So it's not that strange for PayPal to hold back and wait for, I guess, the better go ahead. And Ripple still, as of this point, is asking for, I guess, a level playing field. And he also talks briefly about Japan being a very progressive country in that sense, where they just, I guess, get a more even field. But the basic point here is that regulatory clarity, right? It's still something we must keep talking about, but that could also mean why, or explain, I should say, why things like Grayscale are holding back on XRP. Now, I don't know exactly how this works. I don't know if it's like, well, if the investor wants more XRP, they'll just get into it, or if it's like, well, they allow for more XRP, and and further with that. I don't really know. But let's move on though, because there's more to talk about for today. I've been seeing so many discussions about sponsorships and really the way that XRP related projects are funded. And it made me think about something. Again, guys, I'm pretty bullish on Ripple and XRP. Don't get me wrong with anything I say. All right, long-term outlook, always bullish. And I try to make these videos in a way where it's really fair. I try to give you guys my exact opinion, of somebody who's been looking at these crypto markets day in, day out for at least 3 years here. Again, I've been in crypto for a long time, very long, but every single day, hours, every single day, and I try to give that to you guys. So you have my insights, by just watching the video. And I always debate, it's always a question of, should I be more hypey and then make more people happy but lose some integrity, or just give my exact opinion, state facts, stay with what's really happening, what's going on, and then go on from there. So one thing you guys should know with XRP funded projects is they're mostly, as I just said within the title of it, they're all actually XRP funded projects. That's logical. But I should say XRP related projects are mostly funded. Why? Well, if you consider why Ripple has XRP, the main purpose of them having it is to be spent on XRP ecosystem, right? So, the only thing I'm sometimes debating on is if they were to spend it, literally like, okay, let's take this amount of money, let's give it to these guys to make this, I think it's okay. But if they're like, well, let's keep paying these guys for something and keep that going on, it might be something bad. Because, if they pay some guys some money for making something, well, then just some XRP is taken out of the pool, they've sold it, it just goes into the normal people's hands. If they just keep paying them, though, it's like the circle never stops. And it's going to be a bad thing for us, possibly, depending, of course, on how good this XRP thing is. But I'm sometimes also wondering who exactly is getting how much XRP or how much money for things. Like, for example, there have been a couple of guys in my comment section who said, man, you're only doing this because of XRP or donations or things like that. I just want to let you guys know, Ripple and I have never spoken to each other. I've never been offered any XRP in that sense. And if some guys are, you got to let me know. Because I'm going to get my check, all right? Because now I'm talking about it for completely free. If they were to pay me for it, I would definitely talk about it even more. Because, it's something I really love in that sense. But that's also something I'm sometimes considering. I think a lot of guys out there are trying to build XRP things completely for free out of their own hearts. However, if you can then consider that, well, they might even get paid for it knowing they would also do it for free, is that not then an okay thing? If they were to do it for free anyway, they're building something, but then Ripple's like, well, you're building something, but it's meh. Let's make it good and we'll help you out by paying for these things. I mean, is that a bad thing? And the problem is we can really debate about that one for a very long while because it just depends really on what it is exactly and how much is being spent on that. Because how do you create a fair value? Like, when is it fair? For example, Vechain, I think he's working with the XRP Ledger Foundation now, right? What is his salary? And again, I don't want any number from you guys, even if you do know. That's not my goal here. It's just, where do you price his services at? I find that really, really difficult because it's a community effort, which to a certain degree should be free, where you shouldn't have to pay him for any work he does, because I mean, it's community effort, so why would you pay somebody like that? On the contrary, even those foundations of nonprofits and things like that often do get paid. And, well, if you didn't pay him, he probably would put in a lot less effort. So if you want somebody like that to work full time or put a lot of effort in, you got to pay. But then is it like you just give him like the minimum that's possible because, well, I mean, it's something you got to do that you love and not because you're doing it for the money? Or are you like, well, we don't want to replace you, so let's pay you good? I don't get that part too well, but that's our XRP monies that are sort of getting spent on that. So I am sometimes wondering, and also I am wondering why Ripple has never published exactly what they spent XRP on. And if they have, again, let me know, but I have never seen it before, which is something I don't really like too much as well. All right, overall though, I mean, it's good stuff, because if you think about it, it's all for XRP in the end anyway. So it's not like I'm complaining about it. ECB official. Digital euro is necessary in several scenarios in Eurozone. Yep. It is no joke. It is no question. It is coming. Guys, the necessity is coming. And I just had a small little talk on Twitter with XRP Owl just now. Let me quickly see if I can find it here. I think in notifications. Let's briefly see. Here we go. About which country is going to be first with this whole CBDC realm. Because if I'm really considering it myself, I would say China has the highest chance of getting it out first. However, if I'm looking at necessity, I'm thinking EU has the biggest one for it. And if I'm considering a framework or the country that will most likely do it in the biggest fashion, I'm thinking the US. But then again, which country will be first? Everything is pointing towards China. And then, really fun fact, the US Federal Reserve came out and said, it's not about the fastest, but it's about kind of it being done well, or something like that. Jerome Powell said something along those lines. I don't remember the exact quote. Maybe that's because they know they won't be first anymore. Maybe that's it. And where is this, by the way? Do you know where this picture is from? I don't. Kind of looks like a Liechtenstein type of background, right? But I have no idea. It's just because it's so kind of beautiful and peaceful. Is that not some type of goal as well? Some of you guys as well, to just live in the land like this, where you're no neighbors, no disturbances like that, just freedom and free freaking air. Yeah. I guess most of you guys live in America though, where again, freedom is a little bit different than here in Europe. No, I'm just kidding, of course. I shouldn't have said China. Oh, maybe I should not have said that actually. Oh, I think they're going to take my channel down now. Oops. Well, yeah, that was not smart. Damn, I can never go to China anymore. I messed up. All right, sorry, Chinese government, if you're watching. I'll learn Chinese. Don't worry. So, next article: not wasting time. PayPal reportedly considering to buy crypto companies, including BitGo. Yeah, that was another pretty big thing that was going on today. So PayPal is really considering, or at least reportedly, looking into getting themselves some crypto companies. Now, exactly how this is going to flow along, nobody really knows, but apparently these sources are familiar with the matter. And as such, we get these rumors and these thoughts and these nitty-bitty bits. How much of this is true? Can't tell you, and what companies they'll really buy and how this will all fall along, we don't know. But the sources have revealed they've been talking with BitGo. It could possibly come to a deal within a couple of weeks. So, yeah, going to be pretty damn interesting. Then, here's the next likely price target for Bitcoin after surpassing $13,000, according to several popular analysts. That's a fun thing, right? Whenever I read these articles, they're always like, well, Bitcoin is going to be going up eventually. What it's going to do right now, nobody really knows. And that's still the same outlook I'll give you guys all the time, which is longer term, we're going to go up. What it's going to do right now, I don't really know. CoinDesk. PayPal said to be in talks to buy crypto firms, including Bitcoin. I just said that. And then investors in disbelief as Cardano prepares to break out. Just found that a strange article. I mean, why would you write something like that? It's not that crazy. And another question I actually had, by the way, if I were to launch a crypto news website, would you want to be a writer? Would any of you guys be interested in also hopping on there and maybe creating some content? It's just for fun. It's not like you'll be paid because I'm not planning to make any money off of the website. It's just for fun to share with people, But maybe if you know a way to get paid for it, you can let me know. Maybe I'll look into it. It's not what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to set up. It's more like a community type of thing. But yeah, you guys need to let me know in the comment section. And also, if you watch this far, let's see here. Comment, Moon. Comment astronaut. No, astronaut. Comment astronaut down below if you watch this far into the video. You guys are crazy if you watch this far, man. You're a real supporter for this one. And if I don't press the heart on your comment, yeah, you win. All right. If I don't press a heart in your comment, if I don't press the heart in your comment, you gotta let me know on Twitter, and I might send you a little bit of XRP. If I don't heart your comment and you've commented astronaut. So keep reminding me, because I got to check out every single comment. I gotta. All right. But guys, that was it for today. Vechain doing amazing. Just had to mention that. Grayscale on a roll with the money they have got. On the contrary, though, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much because it's just investors buying into it through Grayscale. So ultimately, this does not really show too much. It's just they've got a good community then. I guess that's cool to know. Arturo and Stuart were having a big discussion about XRP. In the end, there's no real conclusions made here because it's just a back and forward about things. And I mean, what can you conclude if there's just an unlimited amount of questions and a finite amount of answers? My own tweet here, and again, more tweets. You got to check them out. My Twitter here is open to anybody. So check it out and give it a follow. XRP Owl and I with this small discussion about these CBDCs that are coming. Apparently Russia's coming as well next year. Well, I'm guessing every CBDC is coming. Then a nice little outlook. The goal. Keep that in mind whenever you're investing. The goal. It's not financial advice. PayPal considering to buy some crypto companies. Next target for Bitcoin, which nobody really knows. I mean, it could be 14. It could be some long resistance, but I believe 13,000 something, maybe 13,000. No, I don't remember the exact price. Was a big resistance, but again, you'll always have some newer one coming up. So I mean, who really cares about that? We'll see. And I don't think you should ever be surprised if the price does something, or even if it stays a little bit stagnant when the rest is going up. Because I mean, all these coins, they have some sort of margin with what the normal market does or what Bitcoin does really. Like if, for example, Bitcoin goes up 2%, Ethereum goes up 4%, it's just normal. Only once you see things like this, where everything's going up and one is going down 4%, or this one -3%, that's when you start to see something wrong. But here, even this +4, this 2.65, I'm going to say these two do not differ from Bitcoin's move. It's just all the same thing. Together with all these coins up till the number 13 here, they're all just a normal move, nothing special going on. But again, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.